So it's not really money, is it? Like what we're being paid for these days. Like talking about YouTube creation, which isn't really creation, is it? Like when we don't talk about specific subjects that lead back to the same generic discourse in observation, you're making people think, and that incites aggravation and anger. But what's really happening is it's advertising. That's what people are being paid for. So I'm thinking about Kevin with Eek Acres, and the irony that it really parallels the Black Mirror episode Common People, where this couple, the wife, gets terminal brain cancer and has a tumor removed, but it removes her so that she's able to stay alive, but she would be put on a life support machine. But this company has developed this process to where they can upload her brain into a computer interface, and essentially 5 or 6G or whatever the presupposition of technology is being used there, is able to, through online resources, Wi-Fi a signal into her brain, but they require higher tier premium palliative type care, right? To where they are reduced to just working constantly just in order to exist, just in order to maintain the illusion that she's still doing okay, and that the breakthrough to this sort of God status or this health is merely capitalized on to the goyam, to the lower class people, to where they're always paying for every little advancement in technology, but the advancements are limited to the proletariat, right? That they will be paying a premium. So the real question is why do we keep putting up with it? And the truth of it is that we're doing it to one another. We're keeping each other isolated in this machine. There's this idea of this nobility or this royalty, where we begin to, as soon as we get a little bit of power, the corruption goes right to our heads, right? We sell for a little bit of security. It's not really security at all. We sell the idea of freedom instantly, And I parallel this to the Outsiders. This was a series that is going back about 5 or 6 years. You can find it on Tubi. And it's a very interesting series because it gets into the this discourse with these appellations, where the township has grown so much that more people are moving into the town, and this really greedy company has done all the specs and looked at the massive coal mines that exist underneath this Appalachian community that was one of the first communities established here, that lives completely off the grid, refuses to use kind of this sort of Quaker type of existence, but they're definitely not like God-fearing church type people, right? They are people who are renegades and live by their own rules. And the entire series is based on the fact that they're being consumed and snuffed out, and that they now have to go into this militia type warfare where they have to steal guns and fight off the evil, corrupted corporations that are trying to take them over. It's the same story over and over again. It's like, do you capitulate? Do you supplicate to the capitalistic machine where money doesn't really even exist, but it's the entropy and the currency that give you highlights of, or an idea of a better life, when in fact your life has just become more complicated and ever more consuming by the idea of opulence, the idea of a self, the idea of a superficial carnal self, when no self is being maintained, no self really exists within the corrupted body. And you really scratch your head wondering what's really going on. What's really going on behind the gates.